welcome back, my Allotopian family. Okay, this premiere / video is going to be something a lot different. I know some people have got actually kind of close to me and they want to know more about the country I live in, about South Africa. The crime-ridden, poverty-stricken South Africa. So what I'm going to do over the next 2 or 3 videos, actually show you guys what I go through. Let's not say what I go through. What we as a country go through. So let's get into this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is with Vinnie Jones. Vinnie Jones did the whole series, The World's Toughest Cops and stuff like that. So we're gonna watch this video together, and after this, I'll be back to close up and kind of give my thoughts on it. Guys, enjoy this one. I will see you in a bit.
Welcome to a world where shootings, kidnappings and gang warfare are just part of the job. We're going on the journey to meet the real deal. Law enforcers who put their lives on the line every day, patrolling the most dangerous beats on the planet. So buckle up, because we're about to roll with the world's toughest cops. South Africa is a country with a troubled and bloody history. For 43 years, it was a nation divided by the rules of apartheid, where the black population was stripped of their citizenship and denied their basic human rights. With it came oppression and violence. Followed by resistance, and finally freedom, when in 1991 the system was abolished. But the suffering has not ended for South Africa's new Rainbow Nation. Each day, more than 300 murders and violent attacks take place here. And it holds the dubious distinction of being the #1 country in the world for assaults, rapes and murders with firearms. In the city of Durban, the officers of the South African Police Service are the thin blue line facing a crime epidemic.
Put a gun down! Put a gun down! Put that fucking gun down, police! If you make a mistake, it costs you a life.
He's armed, he's dangerous.
They can really damage the arm. Happens probably every day, in Durban.
Situated on the east coast of South Africa is the city of Durban. The busiest port in the continent, it has a population of nearly 3.5 million people. Its sandy beaches and subtropical climate have made it a popular tourist destination. But like everywhere in South Africa, Durban has its problems with crime. From armed robbery and gun violence to ATM bombings and carjackings. It has it all. Inspector Andre Stein is part of the Flying Squad, a mobile unit that deals with anything and everything that Durban's criminals have to offer. A cop for 18 years, there's not much he doesn't see patrolling the streets of his city.
Again, any incident, policemen get shot, hijackings, armed robberies, house robberies, shooting incidents, you name it, day to day. This was my passion, to become policeman, all of us. I grew up in a military family. Shot my first gun when I was 5, 6 years old. That's how I grew up. Now it's in me.
One of Durban's most common crimes is carjacking. In the KwaZulu-Natal district, of which Durban is the capital, more than 70 cars are hijacked every week. It's only 7 a.m, but the carjackers have got up early.
From 5 circulations, there's already 4 hijacked vehicles since 6 o'clock.
Most carjackers in Durban are armed with cheap illegal weapons. They include handguns and even AK-47s.
You never know, in the morning, like John and myself had children, when you close the door, you never know, hey, you're going to see them again. That's a problem. So all the situations, we attend. You think about your family. What car was that? The blue Corolla.
Andre has spotted a speeding vehicle. He thinks it has been hijacked.
Same one,
Carjacking in Durban is a growing problem. In the last 6 years, it has grown by 40%. Andre and his partner draw their weapons to question the driver and the passenger.
Baba, paga me sisana puma moto, baba. Paga me sisana. Turn around. Open your eyes. Why are you driving so fast? Put your hands in the air. Turn that way. Turn that way. You late, eh?
It turns out that the car has not been stolen, and there is an innocent explanation for their speed.
He was late. That's why he was traveling so fast past us.
But here the cops can never be too careful.
A lot of policemen get shot in South Africa where they just walk up to the car. You can't just walk up to the car and just say, hello sir, get out the vehicle. It's totally different, yeah. They can fire at you, can shoot you stone dead next to you. Before you know, your partner's on the ground and you can't react like that. So you have to approach every car tactically. That's how you survive. You have to be ready all the time.
Andre and his partner John recently chased and confronted a car containing 4 armed robbers.
As we approached the car, me and the inspector, behind the car, the guy started firing through the car. And it's a wall behind us, hit our shrapnel, hit our bulletproofs. It came past us like that. Fortunately, I had to shoot back at him. He was deceased, and then the other three ran away, but the next day they were found in the hospital with bullet wounds on them, yeah.
So you took one of the guys down. How did that feel?
I don't know. How did that feel? I had to take him down because he shot at us, so feels the same way as how they feel to take us down. They're happy about it. If he wants to shoot at the police, he can be our guest. If we shoot back and kill him, it's sad, but what can you do?
The police in Durban face a ruthless criminal element, but when night falls, they know anything can happen. The Flying Squad is a rapid response unit, and so they are often the first on the scene of the crime.
Well, it's a dangerous job. Any policeman's got a dangerous job, but with us it's just different because we respond to a situation as it happens. Any emergency complaint that comes through, we responded to. So we're the first vehicle standing off. Why are you assaulting the police? You'll get fucked up, alright? Must have been drunk and driving, eh? Oh, it was a hijacking and they took the car and then someone tried to chase it and crashed and they just started firing to people on the road. And I think he shot 2 people shot there. You have to be ready for everything. You can never know what can happen, eh? It can spark and then you have to be ready for it. There's a deceased person lying on the road. We're unknown if it's murder or what happened there. Probably died of cold, eh?
It's clearly quite normal for everybody that are around here to see dead bodies on the street.
Yeah, it's quite normal, yeah all the time, eh? It happens probably every day, eh? In Durban.
In South Africa, there are 50 murders every day, and every 3 days, a cop is killed. Shootouts, muggings, rape and arson are the order of the day. South Africa has a population of around 47 million people. 6 million fewer than the combined total of England and Wales. Yet in the same year that those 2 countries witnessed 757 murders, South Africa saw 18,487. Dina Govinda is part of Durban's organised crime unit. His everyday work includes gang crime, armed robbery, drugs and murder. Confronting Durban's criminal underbelly is an everyday task for one of South Africa's busiest cops.
Any different type of crime is a challenge to me. Like serial killings, murders, drive-by shootings.
But crime also represents danger. Every year in South Africa, over 100 police officers are killed in the line of duty. In the UK, there have been less than 100 officers killed in the last 50 years.
My mum, she's 61 years old and she's extremely worried and stuff when I go to work. My wife, she's also concerned, but she's a police officer and she understands. I used to work with her before and, you know, she works with me, she understands the type of job that I do.
Today, the job is about drug dealing. Durban is one of the cheapest places to buy drugs in South Africa, with most of the hard drugs coming into the city via the harbour. Around 1.5 million containers pass through every year, and last year, almost £100 million worth of drugs were seized. Dina's unit are after a suspected drug dealer.
I've got a video footage of exactly what this guy looked at, but the problem is that every hour he's changing his clothing. At the moment, he's posing as a car guard. So I think in the next few minutes, he's going to change his identity.
They believe he is supplying crack cocaine, ecstasy and marijuana. One of Dina's colleagues will pose as a buyer.
You have 50 rand to buy either crack cocaine, Dhaka or ecstasy.
I need every single pair of eyes that's available to actually do the major takedown of this thing.
Not with that.
The suspect has been operating close to a petrol station. The cops move into position.
We're just waiting now for Inspector Pillay to come through here to the garage. He's got the trap money already. He's going to go and do the trap.
Inspector Pillay in the beige hat is trying to buy drugs from the suspect.
What's happening now is they want him to go into another spot. He's suspicious of the police. He asks him whether he's a policeman or not. He's gone across the road towards the under tree. Is he coming back?
As soon as he passes, turn off.
I'll grab him. The other guy. What about the other guy?
The exchange is taking place in the undercover cop's car. As soon as the dealer hands over the drugs, Dina and his partner will move in.
Grab him. Grab the other guy in the bottom. The guy's running. Come on. Chase him. Yeah, grab him.
They apprehend the dealer, but there is also his accomplice. He starts to run, but he soon gives up.
On the floor. On the floor. On his mouth.
On the floor. Cuffs.
I served me 5 parcels.
Is this 5 parcels?
5 parcels.
Put on the floor.
This he threw when you came.
2, 3, 4, 5. Did he serve you this 5 here and he threw this 2 here?
Open one and confirm. Anywhere, man. Don't let him open. Sure. So, it's fine. Step up. Thank you.
You need to check on that side. He's left more drugs on that side.
The cops want to know where the rest of the stash is.
And there's more here.
It's been a good day for the organised crime unit. They've busted a drugs operation, and the 2 suspects face a stiff prison sentence. Some of the toughest cops in Durban don't carry guns, get paid next to nothing, and have very basic interrogation techniques. These 4-legged cops are the latest recruits to Durban's dog unit. Weighing in at around 60 pounds, these Belgian Shepherds are lean, very mean, fighting machines.
They can really damage the arm. Especially if the criminal is resisting, like he's fighting back with the dog. The dog can even break his arm, so I wouldn't want to be in his shoes.
Sayabonga Saleh and his dog Paco are 1 month into a 4-month training course.
He's a very fast dog, and he bites very nicely. When he bites, he must bite and hold it and stay there until I tell him, giving him a command, loss, and then he releases. Loss! Loss! Loss!
Today's training is about pursuit of a suspect. The trainer, who is playing the role of a suspect, teases the dogs. Then he hides and they have to track him down.
It's very important that during the training you focus, concentrate in training a dog, because outside you need a dog that's going to work, that's going to be able to chase a criminal, apprehend him, and also protect you as a human being too.
As well as learning to be Paco's handler, Sayabonga has to play the role of suspect in the training of one of the other types of dogs used in Durban, a Rottweiler.
It's a very big dog, so it might take me down. That's the scary part of it. But anyway, I'm wearing protective clothing. It won't bite through.
But he's not taking any chances.
The police come here, release my dog.
I fell down. That is very scary because the dog is too powerful. He knocks you off your feet, so it's scary. It's scary. So you don't know what the dog is going to do afterwards when he gets too frustrated that he's not feeling the flesh. But the dogs are conditioned and trained to bite the arm. So, but you get nervous, it's human nature. Yeah. That dog is like a brother to me. He's like a partner that I never had. You must consider the dog safe as well, and you're safe, because it's not nice to lose a dog. You lose a partner. That dog is more than a human when it comes to partner. He will take a bullet from you.
No.
Gun violence is part of everyday life in South Africa. In the UK, there are nearly 60 murders involving a firearm each year. In South Africa, there are almost 60 every 2 days. Nobody really knows how many illegal guns there are in the country. Estimates range between 500,000 and 4 million. Recovering illegal weapons is a massive task for the South African police. And tonight, Inspector Andre Stein and his colleagues in the Durban Flying Squad are on the hunt for guns. They have intelligence that some security guards at a nightclub are carrying unlicensed firearms. They're going to raid the club and they're on their way to the briefing.
Some securities there are using unlicensed firearms, R5s and the M5s and the R1s.
Will they give over the firearms or what? Or will they fight? Or
They're not just going to just give in like that. You can expect some, they can give you a fight for it.
Maybe peaceful, not peaceful. Well, this depends on how quick we hit them and how surprised we are.
As the flying squad heads towards the nightclub, the officers still don't know who is involved or what else they might uncover. Many of South Africa's illegal firearms are stolen, and some come across the border from bordering African countries, including Mozambique and Zimbabwe. In a country where you can buy an AK-47 for as little as £60, the dangers of easily available weapons are clear.
They're involved in taxi warfare, cash and transit. You never know what they use those firearms for. That's why we arrest them with the firearms. The firearms go for ballistics, and the ballistic can link them in other cases.
Is it quite dangerous?
Yeah, no, it will be dangerous. They've got high-powered weapons, and anything can happen there. They can maybe just hand him over, or they might try to fight, and then we'll see. Unfortunately, with this job, you can't start them making mistakes because you could die tomorrow. It's not like a normal job. If you make a mistake, it can cost you a life. Let's put that thing off here. Go, 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 go.
With lights off, they pull up out of sight of the nightclub entrance.
Come, come, come. Okay, ready? Stay behind each other. How's it, Chief? Hey, police, Pagamisi San, police. Put a gun down, put a gun down! Put the fucking gun down, police. Put it down. Thank you. Set your hands, let me see your hands. Let me see your hands, let me see your hands. Come around.
Put your hands up, because I'm telling you.
Put your hands up.
Shoot me for what?
Put your hands up, please. Listen to me. Put your hands up now.
For what? You take my gun, so
Yeah,
want
put
me
your
to
hands up. Put your hands up.
No, I
Don't get
can't.
clever. Don't get clever.
I know.
Okay, thank you.
Andre asked the security manager to see the permits for the guns.
You've got a license for it? Permit. I want to see those permits now. Where's your permits to carry out LM5? To carry LM5? Hey, don't tell me how to do my work. You don't tell me how to do my work, all right? Don't interfere with the police's job. Don't interfere. I'll put you on arrest.
You can do anything you want.
All right? Don't get clever.
No.
Okay, put those in handcuffs. I'm arresting you. Don't get clever, my friend. All right? Don't get clever. Now you keep quiet. Okay? All right? All right? I'm doing my flipping job, man. I'll have a meeting with security company. Don't touch his phone.
No, just...
They checked the serial numbers against those of stolen weapons.
What could be 6?
This one's positive, eh? Check the 9mm. He's carrying a firearm. It's positive. It's a stolen firearm. LM5.
Stolen?
Yeah, so you're under arrest, okay? You're under arrest for now. Listen to me, okay, my friend? Just cooperate with me, okay? Cooperate with me nicely.
Despite being in possession of a stolen firearm, the man is not ready to come quietly.
Without words,
You
right?
can't put me there.
Yes, I can. You're under arrest for unlicensed firearm.
Yeah, you can tell me to...
No. Listen to me. Listen to me.
For what?
Listen to me. That firearm is a stolen firearm. All right.
Andre and his team have arrested one man and they've recovered 2 machine guns and a handgun.
Now we've covered 2 LM5 automatic weapons with 30 round magazines in it. The one for LM5 is wanted for theft, and the other 2 they belong to security company, but they never had the competency certificate with him, and the details on the certificates we took away from him is all wrong. The firearm numbers are wrong and everything. The other one was a 9mm with 15 rounds, yeah. So altogether we got 3 weapons, 2 automatic rifles and 1 pistol, with altogether about 75 rounds.
No charges were brought against the doorman, but the security firm are being investigated for supplying an illegal weapon. Right up there with Iraq, South Africa is one of the most dangerous countries on earth, and the cops patrolling the streets are the foot soldiers in the war against crime. As in many parts of the world, the use of CCTV in South Africa has helped the cops in their fight against crime. Durban is home to nearly 200 cameras situated in and around the city. They discreetly monitor areas that are rife with crime. But in South Africa, armed criminals don't fear the threat of CCTV. In this incident, at an affluent shopping centre, 3 armed robbers enter a jewellery store. With the security guard taken care of, the next targets are the Rolex watches in the window. But as they leave the store, an off-duty cop sees what's going on and reacts. Up against 3 armed robbers with machine guns, the cop fights back. After emptying his magazine, there's nothing he can do but try and dodge the bullets. Amazingly, he survived, having been shot 5 times. And 2 weeks later, the robbers were arrested and sentenced to life imprisonment. Another day in Durban, and yet another carjacking. Dina Govinda of the organised crime unit is chasing a couple of armed suspects who have held up and stolen a car.
I want to hijack vehicle. It's been hijacked right now. 2 African males have a complainant at gunpoint. dangerous suspect you're going after. Extremely.
The car has been spotted heading into the notorious KwaMashu settlement. 20 miles north of Durban, it is one of the largest townships in South Africa. It's home to many of the carjackers and armed robbers who operate in the city. The settlement is divided into sections, and the car Dina is after is now heading into the most notorious, A section.
Okay, we're very cautious on coming to this road here because they could be parked anywhere here. Step up quickly at the bulletproof.
Before heading in, Dina and his partner, R1, who cannot be identified, get ready for what they might face. There's a strong chance they will be fired upon.
So these guys are quite clearly not afraid of shooting at cops.
Not afraid. They shot at the police already.
As they head deeper into A section, more news of the crime reaches them.
The robbed policeman of his firearm, his service pistol on duty, and escaped. They hijacked another vehicle outside the station and fled.
We are shooting this keep down.
Just keep down
on the seat.
Yeah.
The seats will act as cover.
As this lone police car explores one of the most dangerous places in South Africa, R1 spots something.
No, should we check something quickly? Turn it in. Look it up.
The suspicious car that R1 spots isn't the one they're after, so the search continues.
Not the same one. Not the same one. Stand up.
Then just around the corner, they see the one they're after.
Talking to the radio.
Yeah, break. Oscar Charlie 19. Yeah, break Oscar Charlie 19. Yeah, control Oscar Charlie 19. Confirm registration.
Having located the stolen car, the armed criminals could be dangerously close. To avoid a firefight, they move out of the area to a safer location where they can regroup.
Okay, we're gonna withdraw from here now, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna withdraw out of the vicinity. It's like a red area. Your police can't go into the area because of how volatile it is. The risk we took in getting there without an armored vehicle is dangerous. That is why we didn't spend too long in there. We came out as fast as possible from there. You're more than likely to pick up contact faster than anywhere in this country. That's like the most dangerous area in this country.
Not all crime involves violence against persons. As in the rest of the world, cash machines are a target for criminals in South Africa. Containing up to £10,000, twice the average annual wage, cash machines can be a lucrative money earner. But subtle methods of stealing data and filming PIN number entry have been rejected in favour of a less sophisticated approach. ATM bombings are one of South Africa's most fashionable crimes. There were 54 incidents in 2006. The following year, the figure had risen to 387.
Heavily armed men in groups of 4 or 5 usually approach secluded ATMs in the early hours of the morning. They plant the explosives and hope that they hit the right spot.
They actually took dynamite sticks, they exploded the whole thing. They took the money. I don't know how much money is an ATM take. About 100,000 rand an ATM. And no, that's how they do it, eh? They don't care. and then they all withdraw. The last guys that withdraw is the guys with AKs and stuff. Then you get a call as a policeman, you go straight there and you drive into them and they ambush you from all around the sides. They're actually cowards, eh?
Cash in transit robberies are also on the increase. They have more than doubled in the last 7 years and often result in the death of security guards and innocent bystanders.
You know why it is? Because of all these movies, eh? Because that movie Heat, where they rammed it, you know the Heat, when they rammed that thing, Robert De Niro? Then the movie came out, then suddenly it started, eh? Cash in transit, boof. That's how they do it. You see something in the movie, try it.
And the more traditional kind of raids are still thriving in South Africa, with robberies of businesses up 50% in 1 year. It's Friday evening in central Durban. Detective Dina Govender of the Organised Crime Unit knows it will be a busy night for the cops.
Today is Friday. Normally Durban Central area is extremely busy and expected lots of crime should be committed, as some guys will be under the influence of alcohol and committing crimes, from petty crimes to serious crimes.
It's not long before there's a report of a serious incident. An armed robbery is in progress at a downtown department store. Dina and Inspector Scuba Reddy head to the location. They are looking for 4 suspects, 2 of whom are armed.
Stay in the car, stay in the car. Ready?
Dina heads into the store where the robbery took place.
Open, open. Push up. Hands back, back. Where's he? Where's he?
But the suspects have already fled to a different store.
Woolworths! Go inside, go in the car! In the car!
They race 2 blocks down the busy street to the shop where the gunmen have been spotted.
Where's he? Where? He's here inside. We can see him, he's out there. Come in!
One of the suspects is apprehended.
Pull him up. Put him inside. Put him inside. Take him out. Come on.
But another is still on the loose somewhere in the store.
Let's go. Up there. What's up? Upstairs, come. He's got the window. Come up. Someone said drop, yeah. He jumped through the window. How do you get back in the back? How do you get back? KB, come!
What's happening here is there's 2 suspects arrested so far. One of the firearm, the full armed robbery. They ran initially into Ackermans and now they've gone into Woolworths. They jumped onto the ceiling and one guy's still on at large.
Okay.
Yeah, he's armed, he's dangerous.
Are you going to go get him?
Yes, we're going to get him.
The cops cover all the exits of the store. With one armed robber still at large, Dina heads around the back, where he thinks the gunman will be flushed out.
We're just trying to see exactly where they're going to come out from.
Dina spots something at one of the exits and quickly moves in.
We're just waiting in the car, Alex. Alex, one second. Dangerous, dangerous.
It's too dangerous for the crew to get any closer. After a 20-minute chase, the armed robber was cornered.
The guy shot himself. Policeman injured, he fell from the second floor. The guy ran down and he went to the corner and he shot himself dead. He saw his gun found there. He realized there's too many policemen around and there was nowhere to go. And he didn't want to surrender, so he shot himself.
This kind of incident is nothing unusual. An armed robbery in a busy part of town, which ended up with one man dead. Here, it's hardly even news.
We thought, hey, for the action, but then you see how many policemen get killed and stuff. It's not worth it, huh? You think twice now, because I've got a little son, 3 years, 3 months. You think twice now, actually, just to go into something, eh? Like when you were younger, you didn't care. Every single day you have to worry about him and all that.
Despite nearly 20 years on the force, Andre Stein is still no closer to understanding the extreme nature of crime in his country.
Yes, I feel sorry for those, okay, haven't got food and maybe steal bread or, you know, steal to means. But this is higher. Why do you have to hijack, shoot dead person in the vehicle? For what? Innocent person who's got family, a mom or a dad or children. I mean, why do you have to shoot him dead? Put a cash on transit. Why do you have to burn the guards in the cash van? Why do you have to do that, you know? ATM bombing, the police come and investigate, doing his job and shot the policeman in the head. Why do you have to do that? So I've got no sympathy for them, really. If you get in a gunshot, I'll rather fight my way out of it, and then as long as 6, 7 is dead, I'll be happy. Because that's the way they want to be, and that's the way they don't care. They don't give a hell. So then we don't care. That's how it goes, yeah.
Welcome to South Africa. I'm sure you guys heard the murder numbers and things like that. This is a very old video. The numbers have almost doubled since then. But yeah, that's pretty much that things happens. It's like, what's new? It's what we live in. You got to be tough to be a South African. But okay, that's it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. The ends of this premiere. The next premiere, I'm not going to be in a live chat. I'm withdrawing from that live chat because it is pretty much my conditions that I am living in. I'm not very much better than that, and actually I've got my foot kind of in the door being in that situation. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. Give it a thumbs up, share it, talk about it, let the world see what's going on. We'll see. I won't see you guys in the next premiere that I'm gonna drop tomorrow. I'm gonna drop that one tomorrow. It's already prepared. But again, I'm not gonna be in that premiere in the live chat at all. I'm not even gonna watch it with people. I'll read the comments and things a bit later. Because it is a bit too close to my current situation and I don't want to feel like a beggar anymore, seriously. Again, in the link below, my PayPal, my merch, my Twitter. Guys, hit me up on there. Allotopians, I will see yous next time.